Hey, welcome back to the channel again. If you haven't been to our channel before, we're Harry and Charlene. We're a retired military couple who travel the world internationally on our $4,000 military pension. So for the month of October 2025, we spent 1 week in the Philippines before flying out to Japan, where we are now. So what did it cost us? As normal, our biggest expense of course was accommodation. So the 6 days that we spent in Cebu, we spent it at the Holiday Inn Cebu, and it was $52 a night. Then we flew to Hiroshima and we spent 3 nights in the Comfort Hotel in Hiroshima, which was $82 a night. Probably one of our more expensive hotels, I think.
I think so.
We spent 8 nights in Osaka at an apartment we booked through Agoda. That was $60 a night. And then finally we spent 14 nights, which were completely free, at the Hyatt Regency Tokyo Bay. One of the best hotels we've stayed at.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It was amazing. So our total for accommodation for the month was $1,035.83.
Good stuff. So for our flights from the month of October, we only had one flight. But
supposed to be one
flight.
flight.
It was kind of confusing because we flew from Cebu. Our original flight was from Cebu to Hiroshima. But the problem is there's 2 different airports in Tokyo. One's in Narita and one's in Haneda. So we made our first leg of the flight, which was from Cebu to Narita. And when we got to Narita, our connecting flight was from Haneda, which is about 45 minutes away from Narita to Hiroshima. So by the time we went through customs and immigration, we weren't going to make our second flight from Haneda to Hiroshima. So we ended up taking a train from Narita to Hiroshima. So we incurred an additional expense for that, which we'll talk about later. But our flight totals for the month of October were $912.44.
Learning experience.
Yeah, it is what it is. And for our transportation, from Tokyo to Hiroshima, which we talked about, which was our additional train expense, for both of us, that cost us $294.64. Yikes! But it was kind of neat to experience the train as well. Additional expenses we had in our transportation was from Hiroshima to Osaka on the train. That was $145.86. And then from Osaka to Tokyo on the train, that was $202.18. One of the greatest things about Japan is just the transportation itself. The train system is pretty well organized. I do like the fact that they run on time. The administration behind the ticketing process is a little confusing at times, but and then there's some independent railways as well, but once you get used to it, it's pretty good. And then, of course, we had a few grabs while we were in the Philippines and some taxis while we were here in Japan and rides. We rode a lot of public transportation as well, which is pretty inexpensive. So our totals for transportation for the month of October were $809.77.
So for the month of October, our restaurant or our eating out expenses were probably one of the lowest we've had in all of our travels.
Yeah.
The big thing was we didn't pay for any food for the 2 weeks we were in the Hyatt Tokyo Bay. They provided breakfast, which was huge buffet. So that did us through the day, and then they had nibbles and cocktails, which was basically a full meal in the evening. So we really didn't spend anything for 2 weeks out of the month of October, which was amazing. So restaurants was $276.11.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about the buffet or the executive lounge access during Halloween is they had like different little cakes with ghosts on them and bats, and then they had the eyeballs that were made out of gummies, so it was a pretty unique experience.
You like coffee? I like coffee.
I like coffee.
So one of the big things was cold coffees, iced coffees in the Philippines especially, and lots of water. So our coffee and cold drinks were $57.14. And then finally our grocery bill, which is basically anything we bought from a grocery store, was $205.22.
Had a lot of 7-Eleven egg salad sandwiches while we've been here in Japan. And we've actually done a review video that's coming up soon for us doing a taste test with Lawson Family Mart and 7-Eleven egg salad sandwiches. So look forward to that. So not only are we slow nomadic travelers, we also like to take in some sightseeing while we're on travel. And for the month of October, while we were in Cebu, we went to Fort San Pedro, which is pretty interesting.
That was very cool.
We did a taxi visit. We went to the Temple of Leah, and then we went to the Sorrel Gardens. I believe that's pronounced correctly.
I think so.
Yeah. And then we went to a place called Tops, which is an observation deck, and we'll have videos on that in the near future. And then in Hiroshima, of course, we had to go to the Peace Museum. Very moving. You know, if you ever get an opportunity to go to Hiroshima Peace Park, it's well worth the experience, because even when we were walking through there, I mean, the whole place, there was nobody talking at all. It was just, everybody was just taking it in.
Very moving.
And then we went to the Miyajima Shrine.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then last but not least, wasn't on our radar, but you're in Tokyo. We went to
Disneyland!
Tokyo Disneyland. And it was during Halloween, so I thought what was pretty neat about it was the fact that, number one, it was cheaper than the other Disneys.
Oh, way cheaper.
But everybody was dressed up, and it was Halloween, of course, but some of the costumes is like, is that a staff member, or is that real, or is that somebody just coming as a character, or whatever? But in any case, it was a lot of fun.
And how much did it cost us?
Well, our total for Disney was $65 per person.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so you can't, I just thought this is pretty good. But our total for our sightseeing for the month of October was $211.25.
So this month we had a few things in our general budget. It includes all those things that don't fit naturally into any other category. Like normal, it included laundry and postage. I've sent some postcards back to friends and family. And an emergency umbrella. We hadn't needed an umbrella until we got to Japan. So this month it was $30. As far as data, we use a Relo global plan, which we're just about at the end of now. And we used 1.85 gig in the month of October, $9.62. And finally, our subscriptions. Those include those things that we use regularly, like Amazon Prime, NordVPN, Dropbox, and RV Escapees, Mailbox, and Clipchamp, which we use for video editing. And subscriptions are $56.93. And our healthcare or medical insurance is TRICARE Select. The enrollment is $30.41 a month for both Harry and myself. And personal care, this month it was just razors and vitamins, things like that. So even got a pair of reading glasses for less than $1 at a 100 yen store. Not bad. So that total was $19.25.
So for the month of October, our total costs for the month were $3,653.97. I do want to say, I think that's pretty impressive, but if it wasn't for the fact that we stayed at the Hyatt Tokyo Bay for those days for free and for getting free food, for the entire time that we were there, it would have been a lot higher.
But I think that's one of the great things about Hyatt and IHG for us is we're staying in a very expensive country,
right?
And we're evening out our costs over the whole year.
Yeah, and I do like to eat for free, so that's always a plus. And as we continue through in our next travel year, 2026, we'll look at some of those other hotels to pinpoint to say, what's the best benefit for us going forward. So we'll take a look.
And this month we did both hit status with both IHG and Hyatt. So we've got status for the next 14 months, which is way cool.
Excellent stuff. If you're interested in becoming a member of IHG or Hyatt, we'll leave some information in the description on how you too can take advantage of those systems as well in your travel plans. So we want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon as well, so every time we do a long video or a short, you get notified, and that way you can stay abreast of all the things that we're doing, not only for the rest of this year, but for the new year. So we greatly appreciate you watching and look forward to your comments. Thanks, guys.
So yeah.